Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Man Talk.
You guys, me and the dating department right now are struggling a lot. Sometimes I feel as though
There's a whole department? I didn't realize they had their own department for it.
I'm the problem.
Newsflash, you are.
I have two issues. I either find the nice ones that are really, really nice,
And boring.
Yes, they're boring.
but they're boring
Why am I not surprised?
and there's no connection or whatever. And then I find the ones that I'm attracted to and I like, they're okay for a week.
Let me guess, they do bad boy stuff?
And then
A week is how fast they ran through you?
the true colors come out.
Why am I not surprised?
Yep, you got the same basic first world problems as any other single woman who posts cringe on TikTok.
This is literally like the format videos for TikTok for women. Is talk about how the good men are boring, and talk about how the bad men just run through you, and how you don't know what the reason is of why this is happening.
Pathetic.
And what I've realized that dating is not hard. Communicating is not hard. I don't understand why people make it so difficult at the early stages of dating. You know what I've just realized?
All right, let me just cut to the chase, ma'am. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone.
Shout out to Godfather.
Do guys prefer younger or older women?
Trucks. We prefer trucks. On aircraft carriers, cause happy mother 4th of July.
Thanks. Well, basically, I pay all my bills, I pay for all my upkeep. It's just me paying for everything.
Wow. Congratulations, you're a functioning adult just like the rest of us.
Dude, it's just so funny that they bring that up, and it's just, oh, look at all the amazing things I do, which are basic.
Not get the idea you're anything special. Because you're not.
You're independent! You need a man! Wow, okay, well, how about you pay for something? You go digging!
You know, contrary to what she's depicting in this video, this lovely lady is from Romania, and this is not how dating in Romania works.
What?
Almost all the women in Romania have jobs, and no Romanian man has a problem with women being independent and paying their share of the date. We actually expect them to pay because we've been very serious about gender equality ever since we got communism back in the late 40s.
Numai socialismul reprezintă viitorul.
This is just her trying to emulate Western girlies who post this kind of cringe on TikTok. Problem is, it's missing the mark because nobody in Romania can relate to it.
That's awesome, right? This is why we tell you to travel. We tell men to travel. Like, you may not like traveling. I know some people don't. I'm not a big fan of being in the plane and stuff all the time either. But when you go to other countries, you just experience so many different things. You experience the culture different. Like most egalitarian countries are very 50-50. Men don't just pay for women. No, they are very equal when it comes to these things. But yet women in the West, or at least in the United States, and always seem to say, oh, men in other countries are so much better. They take care of all the bills and all this. No, men in other countries are actually a lot more misogynistic than men here. I'm telling you, I always say it. Men in the United States are like the weakest, pansiest men compared to most other countries. Because we've been feminized so hard through, you know, schooling, society, propaganda, everything. Men here are so much nicer to women than men of other countries. Trust me. I have friends from other countries. They're not as nice as me, and I don't even think I'm nice. So,
if another man tells me that the solution to the organ gap is communication, I swear to God. If you're the one benefiting from an unjust system, you do not get to have an opinion on how to solve that system.
So, in case you didn't catch that, she's pissed that bedroom activities don't end with a happy ending for her as often as they do for men.
oh, okay.
Fascinating.
No one cares!
I mean, if God didn't care, why should we care? For the purpose of reproduction.
Especially not if what your
kidding.
solution is in direct conflict with the people who are actually being harmed and what their ideas are. I was talking to a man about this last night, and he was insisting that the solution was communication.
Yeah, it's not, because a lot of women are bad at communicating these things.
They really are.
They just want you to get it.
For example, his immediate reaction was, well, I had a partner in the past that when I asked her what she liked, she couldn't tell me. I don't care. I don't care. You should still have the basic skills to be able to accomplish the feat. And also, the reason that she couldn't is
How can people get these basic skills when they're not able to actually get dates and go out with women?
Product of the patriarchy. What? The reason that she couldn't is a product of the patriarchy.
You're kidding, right?
Stop it. Get some help.
I did not see it turning to patriarchy right there, but okay.
That is not her fault. She is not to blame.
I'm not surprised.
Sweetie, allow me.
So if we're supposed to know the basics and know what's going on, how do you not know the basics of what's going on with yourself?
A man to mansplain the situation
She elaborating, man talk. She elaborating.
You.
How dare
You see, other than the fact that a lot of you lovely ladies can't communicate anything because you don't know what you like, even though nowadays women on average have bigger body counts than men, one of your main problems is that, according to data released by all the major dating apps and your own behavior on the dating market, most of you lovely ladies see 80% of men as unattractive, and it's really hard to get a happy ending when you're not attracted to the other person.
This is actually somewhat true, right? Especially for women. I mean, for us men, if we're not attracted, it's okay. You know, some little friction will fix that. But I remember my first girlfriend when after my divorce, she was super into looks. She was like, I don't date uggos. So at least it gave me a confidence boost. And I was like, I guess I'm not an uggo then, you know? But yeah, she was like, if I'm gonna date someone and just have sex, or I'm gonna date and find someone, I want to date the hottest person possible. I was not too red pilled at that time yet. I was more just going through like I'm dumb. I just got out of my divorce. I don't know what I'm doing kind of phase. So, but yeah, they're very on it about looks. And she was like, yeah, I can't get off if I'm not into him and I don't think he's hot. And I'm like, is this the problem that women have? Is because we don't seem hot enough to them, so they can't just get off on themselves or something? It does sound possible because, yeah, most women don't find us men as that attractive at all.
That's the goddamn truth.
It is what it is. As for our part in this, a lot of us men will actually try to accommodate you.
We try our best.
After 30 minutes to an hour of using everything we can think of and you still not getting there,
yeah, my tongue sore. I did my best.
We get tired of working with an obviously malfunctioning box and we go to sleep or we leave.
And that's the bottom line, cause Stone Cold said so.
Yeah, is it really men's fault that we come so fast and all we have to do is just a little bit of friction? But there's the other side of this too, right? Where we have the burden of performance, right? You just get to lay there and expect us to please you. We can please ourselves with any hole. We don't actually need you. You just need the hole itself and we can do it. You don't even understand yourself and then expect us to understand you to get you to where you need to go when you've never even done it yourself. So how are we supposed to know these things? Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and I catch you guys next time.